everybody. Welcome to Team Dream Believers July 2015 team call. I cannot believe it's July already. So we have a lot of information to go over, and I'm recording the call for anybody who wasn't able to be here, which I know there were a couple of you who have reached out to me that you really were disappointed you weren't able to make it, and the rest of you, I'm sure you'll watch the recording. So thank you for all who were able to attend and made it your priority to be here. That does show that your commitment to your business is your priority, so very kudos to you. Okay, so first I would like to give some recognition to some people. I want to give a kudos out to Holly. I'm surprised Holly's not on the call. She's usually on all of them. Holly, Lori, Allison, Ellen, Kristen, Krista, and Bert, all for being on Don's Hangout last night. So kudos to all of you, yay. And then I want to give a shout out to Girlie again, Girlie Anderson. This is her first month working the business, and she made Success Club 6 for the month of June. So I'm really, really proud of her. She's doing an awesome job. I mean, she's just taken this business by the horns, and she was just a discount buyer coach. She wasn't even planning on doing the business, but she's really passionate about it, and she just started doing it and talking to people. Yeah, so she's doing a great job. She created her own challenge group already, her own event. So yeah, she's just taking it and going. And she, you know, this is what happened. She didn't know what she was doing, and she was like not sure, but she just went and did it anyway. And that's really what the best way to do is. You don't have to know. You just go and do, and you learn as you go. You know, it doesn't matter if you make mistakes, because that's how you learn. And in case you're wondering why my voice sounds funny, I just wanted to, and people who weren't here, I'm getting sick right now, so my voice is a little off right now, so that's the reason why. I also wanted to give a big shout out to Holly for getting her first challenge pack for the month of June. Very excited for her. I'm sure it's her first of many. And I wanted to give some recognition to a couple of you for hi Steve, for really going all out while I was out this past weekend, while I was MIA. And I want to give a shout out to Lori for posting on our team page and stepping up and giving some really great informative posts to all of us. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Wasn't asked to do that. She just took it upon herself. And I was very pleased to see Girlie posting on our team page a really great question. And I saw great support coming from Meredith and Kristen and Krista, Lori and Allison, all being very extremely helpful to Girlie with her question. And I want to give Amy a shout out for the funniest contribution in her post. That really funny video that you posted with the language about eating clean. And then Holly for great inspirational posts on our team page. So this whole call, the theme of it is about being a team, and it's about the power of being a team. And so these are just examples of how such a freaking awesome team we have, because all of you are just coming together and really contributing without being asked. And that's what it takes to be a really strong team. So I just want to really tell you how much that really means to me, and how that's going to affect all of us as a whole, the fact that you're all contributing like that. Okay, so we have a really exciting month ahead. The month of July is going to be really amazing for many reasons. And so I want to first start out with, of course, the most exciting part of July is Summit. Who here is excited and biting at the bit for Summit? Woo! I think we're all going, everyone on this call except for Tracy and Bert. But that's okay, because you have plenty of opportunity to go next year. And you're going to also share in Summit, because we're going to share with you while we're there. So All of the people who are not going to Summit, that's okay. We're going to share everything with you. So keep checking our team page, and we're going to be posting daily. And also, all of the Team Beachbody pages, the Team Beachbody 411 on Facebook and on YouTube. They're going to be actually posting live footage on YouTube on the Team Beachbody site, the channel. So I know that they're going to be posting, I think it's Saturday. Let me look and see. The live video feed is going to be Thursday night's kickoff. And then the Saturday super workout, they're going to be posting live on YouTube. And Saturday night's closing celebration. And then you can also follow our Team Beachbody on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram channels for all Summit news and announcements. So all of you who aren't going to be there, you can still feel like you're part of it by joining in. And just make sure, we're also going to be posting on our team page. But for those of you who are going, I want to go over a few housekeeping things. First of all, get ready to have a blast, because I'm going to have a team shirt for each one of you, a Team Dream Believers shirt, which I have already, and I'm excited to give them out to you. And so we're going to show up as a team, and then we're going to also plan out to have a team dinner one night. So we'll have to see when we get there what the itinerary is, whether it be a dinner or lunch. We're going to have a team meal. I'd prefer it to be a dinner, but I have to see if, what the agenda is in terms of get-togethers. I know that on Thursday, Kathy Gallis, if you saw on the Team Euphoria and Team Eternal Fit pages, she created an event for a happy hour. So if you haven't yet, make sure you go on there and you click that you want to join that, because I would like us all to be there together as a team. So that's Thursday. And then we all registered for the Melanie Mitro special training on Thursday as well. So we're going to be doing all of that together as a team, and that's going to be really awesome. Also, make sure that you have downloaded the Summit app on your phone. So you just put into in your app store in the search bar Team Beachbody, and you'll see the Coach Summit 2015 app. So make sure you download that onto your phone, because that's going to give you all of your information and the happenings of what's going on. And then also watch in your inbox of your emails for the Coach Breaking News, because that's going to tell you everything that you need to know as well. Also, when we get there, before we go, I'm going to get everybody's cell phone numbers, because we're going to connect via cell phone. I'm going to send group texts to everybody, and we're going to coordinate where we're going to meet when we first get there, so we make sure that we're all together before we go in the morning conference. And we're going to be together through all the workshops, since we all registered for the blue track and the grand ballroom. So we're all going to be together, and it's going to be so freaking awesome. I just can't wait. I'm just besides myself with excitement. And I'm trying to think what else. Oh, the core. For those of you who have not been there before, the core is the name of the shopping mall. It's like the shopping area. And it's a huge, like 40,000 square feet of everything Beachbody. And they're going to be coming out with all of the new programs, the new products that they're launching, including the product supplement line, the performance line, as well as all new wear and share apparel. So we're going to have first dibs at getting all of this stuff. So make sure you're prepared. I don't think they accept cash at the core. I think it's only credit cards. So just make sure you're prepared with that. And also, as a heads up, your phone and your charger is going to be your absolute best friend when you're there, because it's like we're drug addicts with electricity. Remember that? So make sure that you bring your external chargers. I mean, that's going to be like the biggest thing. You're going to wish that you had more charge. So, and if you haven't, like an adapter where people can plug in more outlets, and so everyone everyone's best friend, because I remember Laura Wood had one of those last year, and we were all following her because we're like, oh, we're going to go with her because whenever she finds an outlet, then we can all plug in. So if you want to bring in an adapter, that's good too. But every square feet that you see someone that there's any kind of charge, there's someone sitting on the floor with their phone charged in. I mean, it's like real valuable real estate, trying to find a spot where you can plug in. I remember sitting behind a trash can once just because I found a spot to charge. So you definitely want to make sure to bring external chargers and get them all charged up, so you won't be stuck without being able to, when you hear about announcements, you're going to be dying to want to post them on your team page and share them with everybody. So you definitely want to make sure to have your charge, and plus so we can communicate with each other as well. I think that was everything that I wanted to cover about Summit. Oh, the only other thing is spread the word to all of your coaches and to all of your social media, how excited you are that you're going to be going, and make sure that your coaches know that you're going to be gone, and make sure that if you have challenge group posts that you can schedule them with Hootsuite. So this way you can still be posting and keeping track, still staying engaged with your challenge groups. And that's it. And also, Summit Experiences, Team Beachbody is encouraging all of us to use hashtag CoachSummit2015 on all of our posts that we're sharing about Summit, because I think they're going to be tracking them that way. Okay, so that's everything about Summit. That's my dogs. I'm going to have to put them in their crates if they don't stop. Quiet. All right, so they have their bark collars on, so I thought that they'd be good. All right, the next event that I want you to make sure to block off on your calendars, Super Saturday in July. That's July 25th. So you want to all make sure that you are registered and block that off to go to a Super Saturday. There is one near everybody. So if you don't know, for the people who are watching this recording, if you don't know where one is, and Gail, if you need help finding one, because I know you're going to be at one this year, or this quarter, right? You're going to make sure to be at one. I will help you find one, because it's right in the Coach Online office. There's a whole list, an event list of all of the ones in every area. So anybody who needs help finding one near you, just let me know and I will help you find one. And it's so important to go to a Super Saturday, especially this one, because it's going to be right after Summit. So there's going to be such amazing energy and such content and information with everybody who's just coming off of the high of Summit, and everyone just being so excited and sharing with each other. So really make sure that you're at this Super Saturday. Being at live events is the unofficial fourth vital behavior. It's so important that you be there. So really, if you make your business a priority, make sure that you're at these really important meetings. And then the other thing is, July is the beginning for registration for the Team Cup. There's going to be a Team Cup for the month of August. And every Team Cup, we have a blast. And for those of you who don't know what that is, bless you all. The Team Cup is just a friendly competition between coaches. We get into groups, teams of 5 coaches per team, and there's only 1 diamond coach allowed per team. And so we just get into groups and we name ourselves. Give ourselves a team name. There's 1 team captain, and we just have a really great time. It's a blast because we just have a lot of fun thinking of new strategies to just score high Success Club points for the month, and we try to beat each other. And once you get past there's different tiered prizes. So you can really have the opportunity as a team to earn some really exciting prizes, and it's a lot of fun. So each time we've done that together as a team, we post on our team page our names and who's part of each team, and it's fun rivalry together, and it does wind up really boosting our business. And then we share different strategies and different ideas that we have that we're doing, because we kind of push ourselves beyond what we normally would, because we really want to win. It's friendly competition. So there's always new ideas coming out, and it doesn't hurt to be a part of it. So you might as well, because otherwise you're not going to get a prize. Even if you get to Success Club 5, if you're not part of a team cup, you won't get anything. So before, it starts on July 20th. So registration opens July 20th. So it's between the 20th and the 31st. So before that starts, we'll all get together and figure out our teams and our team names and team captains, so we're all ready to register. And then the Success Club promotion for the month of July is, if you make Success Club 5 or 10, then you're going to get to choose your prize. And it's going to be Wear and Share apparel. Well, really, Team Beachbody apparel that we're going to be able to bring out with us, which obviously, as you know, it's business builders, because it gets conversations started where people see it and they start asking us about it. So the prize is, you're going to get to choose between, there, Lori's got her Wear and Share. And I do too. I've got my Pio. I won this for, oh yeah, look at you, all you girls, Kristen. We got, this was from my Success Club 5 1 month. So yes, Success Club 5 or 10, you get to choose your prize between a Team Beachbody water bottle, mug, or tote bag. Oh, Gail's wearing her hoodie. Yeah, way to go, Gail. Love this team. So yeah, we'll get to choose between those 3 items. So that'll be a lot of fun. So July really should be a really fun and exciting month. So for July, the hot list is, as you all know, because I posted on the team page, all the 21-day fix challenge packs, including the Kickstart with the 3-day refresh, are extended to be on sale through July 31st, which is so awesome because it really is the most popular challenge pack. You know, everybody wants to lose weight. So 21-day fix is where it's at, baby. You know, I mean, the meal plan, and for just $10 more than the cost of the Shakeology that comes with it, it's hard to beat. You can't beat that. It comes with the whole meal plan, color-coded containers, and all of the workouts. So for just $10. And so, you know, that's the way that I present it to people. So anytime someone's telling me they want to lose weight, that's the way to go. So it should be a really hot month. And then, you know, I really sign a lot of people up with the Kickstart to get them started with the 3-day refresh first, because it's a really great deal for just $180. They get all of that. And this way it gets them, you know, all excited about their weight loss with those 3 days, getting a kickstart in their weight loss. And then it gets them on track, losing all their bad habits. So it's easy to transition into the 21-day fix and be really good at it because they no longer are craving a lot of food and the junk food. So I've talked to people about it like that, and that's gotten so many people wanting to do it that way with a 3-day refresh to get started. So that's what I suggest you all take that approach. Does anybody have any questions or any suggestions or anything you want to add to what I've been saying so far about maybe an approach that you, yes, Lori. Oh, I'm sorry, you're muted.
Oh, I just unmuted my. When you were talking about Wear and Share,
Yes.
I had my blood work done early this morning, and I was going over to the diagnostic clinic, and I was like, all right, going out, because I work from home, so like going out is a big deal, right, during the week. So I was like, all right, I'm going to put on my Shakeology t-shirt, right? And so I'm in the blood drawing room, and there's a guy that I've seen before, and there's 3 women, and so my phlebotomist is sitting in front of me, and she's doing my blood, and she says, so what's the Shakeology thing? So the guy, the other phlebotomist, says, oh, she was in here before, we were talking about that, and the T25, so we all had a whole conversation. So the phlebotomist sitting in front of me, she says, you know, I had lost 100 pounds, and this is a woman that was very heavy, sitting in front of me. And she said, and I pretty much gained it all back. Personal issues, blah, blah, blah. She starts explaining. She said, you know, and I had a gastric bypass. So she says, so do you have a card? Now, this is all happening like in, you know, by the time it takes to draw the blood. And of course, I did not have a card, but I did have my handy dandy little tiny notebook. So I stopped for a minute and I said, you know what? why don't you give me your information and I'll follow up with you.
Good girl.
So, and I asked her, what time do you get off work? What's the best way for me to follow up with you? Should I call you, email, or text you? She said, get off at 3:30, text me. So I'm like, learn, right?
Yes,
Talk about these like moments that happen. And I was like, this is a moment. I was like pissed that I didn't have my cards. But in the end, I think it worked out better.
Better.
Right?
I never use my cards, ever.
I have 1,000 of them. I would like to use them.
No,
So
don't,
I
don't use
followed
your cards.
at 3:45. I sent her a text reminding her that I was a Shakeology lady, thanked her for drawing my blood cleanly, blah, blah, blah. And followed up, I said, I ended with the question, may I send you a short video on Shakeology? And she responded, yes, of course. So I sent it to her and I ended with a question, can you watch it this evening? So I haven't heard back from her yet. So really being mindful and thoughtful of doing what we talk about as opposed to just kind of reacting to it. So it was a great classic Beachbody day.
Yes, it was. And you know what? It all started with you wearing your wear and share.
Right.
That's
right. This was like at 7:30 this morning. So yeah.
Awesome, Lori. Thank you for that share. And I just have to add, it worked out perfectly because I never even carry my cards anymore. And you know why? I don't want to use them. If I ever use my cards, I slap myself because they don't contact you. You need to be the one with the control. So from now, I only ask people for their information. I plug it into my phone. And then I have a separate group in my contacts, Beachbody prospects, and I put it in my phone and I get their cell phone number and their email address. Just in case I don't hear back from them, then I can send them a text and just making sure that you received my email. But that's the only way to go because cards are really, the only time I'll ever use a card is if they refuse to give me their information, but they sound interested and they say they want my card. That's it. But I'll always first try to get their information.
She had asked if I had a website. And so I said, yes, I do, but these little tiny notebooks, I'm a big notebook person, right? I have my notebook for Summit. I'm so excited. But these are moleskins and you can get them. They come like 3 in a pack at Barnes and Nobles or whatever. And they're tiny. They're like 2 by 3, like, and very, very thin. And these little sheets, they're almost business card size, are perforated so you can quickly tear it out. So I always have like a little tiny notebook just for those kind of things. You could just grab some notes.
And I also want to point out that Lori was perfect in the way that she handled it because we all, every single one of us, especially at the beginning, we react. We hear that someone's interested and we go into reaction and we're all excited and we just want to share all about the products and we share how we're going to help them. And Lori stopped herself. And that's what we all have to do. We have to think to ourselves, okay, I have to put the brake on. What's the best way of handling this? And we all know that it's finding out from them what their goals are and make it all about them. Not share anything about the products, not talk to them about Shakeology or how we're going to help them. Is just asking them questions and finding out what their goals are and their reasons why those are their goals, their deep why, how it's going to make them feel to achieve that, and all about them. I mean, that's really the most important part of the whole invitation process. And so we have to stop ourselves from going into that reaction of excited and wanting to share and say, nope, I'm going to find out about them first. So great job, Lori. Way to go. Okay, so does anybody else have anything before I move on that you want to add? Okay. So we covered all of the challenge packs and all of the events and Summit. So now the part of this call that I wanted to make kind of theme oriented, which is how the importance of a team is. Did anyone have a chance to listen to the National Wake Up Call that I had suggested? It's Carrie Legault is her name. Anybody here? Raise your hand if you listened. Good job, Lori and Kristen. So her whole premise was about how to create a fitness community. And she's talking about her team. she noticed a huge difference in her business and a whole shift in her business when she stopped focusing on doing things on her own and training her team, each of her coaches, to do things on their own and to try to get Success Club points and to try to make sales. And they really changed their whole dynamic of their team community and made it all about doing it together as a team. And so that's what I wanted everybody to listen to, so that you can, I still want the people who haven't listened to it, I'd like you to all listen to this call, because it's so important hearing how that changed her whole business. She's now, I forget what her rank is. I think she's like a 15, or at least between a 10 or 15 star diamond. And, her business is doing phenomenal. And it's all because, she says, she started focusing on treating her team as the most important thing instead of her own business. So that's what I wanted to go into the next part of this conversation talking about, is I want to think all of us get together and contribute and think of different ways how we can come together and form even more of a closer team. I think that we're an awesome team as it is, but I know that we can grow even closer together and do things like our mindset, do things more together. I had a couple of suggestions. So basically, she was saying that her team really started focusing on working as a team, not thinking of their mission as having to do it by themselves. And that's when her business jumped to a totally different level. And we succeed as a team way more than we would do by ourselves. We're each just one person, but together as a team, we can accomplish so much more. We don't have to do it by ourselves. So I was thinking of some ideas that we can start doing together more, like doing our challenge groups together as a team, and using our team page to think of different ideas to do together, to create events together, and then doing our groups. We can, rather than make them really huge, all of us in the same challenge group, we can just divide up maybe 5 coaches to a challenge group, but share them all, all do the same thing. So this way we don't have to recreate the wheel, and we can just copy each other's pages, and each of us think of new ideas for contests, ideas for new individual challenges within our challenge groups, and prizes and rewards to keep it, really exciting and keep our challengers really engaged. But sharing all of our successes, sharing our failures on the team page. And I was actually thinking of doing an accountability, creating a document where all of us go on there every day and just check off how many people we've invited every day. And when we sign new people up, check, put that on there. So I'll have like different columns, invites, sign-ups, and we can each go in there, and it'll be our form of accountability. And we'll do it together as a team. And what else? I was thinking we can, talk about how we're going to attract new people, new coaches that have the same visions and goals as us, and sharing our lives, not just our Beachbody business. I want everyone to feel really comfortable on our page, sharing our lives with each other. Like we're a family. We're not just a team of coaches. We're friends, and we're an extended family, an extended Beachbody family. So I'd like to know more about your lives in general. What's going on in your lives. So feel free to share whatever is going on with you on our team page, because that's a place for us all to connect together. So I would like to expand, the type of engagement that we have going on to be more than just a team of coaches, but a team of friends, a team of extended family. So if anybody else has any suggestions of ways that we can do that, if you don't have any right now, then think about it and post it on our team page or message me with some ideas. Does anyone have any ideas now? Lori? Let me unmute you. Yes. Oh.
So the idea of success partners.
Yes.
And I love the idea of, because I listened to the call today, and I love the idea of us connecting with each other And so as new coaches come in, like I know feel a strong affinity to some of the coaches on our team because I've known them. I mean, the experience that we had and how I was able to get to know Ellen at Summit, I'll never forget, right? So even though we don't chit chat offline, but I just feel very connected to her through you. So some of the newer coaches, I don't have that same opportunity to get close. Although I know at Summit will change everything. But I love the idea of working together as a team. So I know I have a success partner that's not on our team. I did also meet her at Summit and we immediately connected. But I think there's a lot of value in working closer together. And what you're saying, Bonnie, as a team.
Right.
So maybe that's something that we can all kind of strive to, even if you have one success partner, there's
you have more than one.
Yeah, and do different things, right? Because you get different things out of each and every relationship.
Right. And I remember when we were all doing our team cup and it was all really our team that we were all teamed up into just members of our team. And that was an awesome month. I mean, everyone was so engaged and everyone's success club points were sky high. I mean, there were like the majority of our team all made Success Club that month. So that shows that when we are working together as a team, we are going to be so much more successful in our business than when we're working just by ourselves. So all of us who really want our business to really get to that next level, this would be the way to do it, to really come together, think of different ways and suggest different ways that we can connect more, because I'm open to any suggestions, and then really start posting and engaging even more than you have been. Really post every time you have a success, every time you have a failure, every time you tried something, whether it worked or didn't work, any ideas that you might have, that things that you're thinking about doing, post them all. I want to see a lot more engagement because that's going to bring us all closer together. And that's going to really get the ball rolling of getting people posting and engaging and really getting it even more. We already have a great team. I mean, don't get me wrong. We have an awesome team, but we can get to that even next level. And when we do that, it's just going to boost all of our businesses that much more. So I'm going to read you a story. Team, the power of team. Before I do that, there's one other thing. This is the call to action. I'm going to be posting on our team page a quadrant of goals. So basically, it's going to be divided into 4 quadrants, one for each quarter for the next year, from a year from now. And I would like each person to put in each of the quarters. So the first quarter is going to be from July to October. Then the second quarter will be from October through December. Then from January through April. And then April through July. So I want everyone to post in there what your goal is for that quarter. It could be income-wise. It could be weight-wise. It could be rank-wise, it could be coach-wise. Everyone's going to have their own goals, but I want you to post what your goals are for each quarter and then what that's going to get you in your life, what changes that you are going to see in your life from that happening, and like specifics. So I've already done mine, so I can post mine as an example, and then I'll post a blank one for all of you to do. So that'll be your call to action, and I'd like you to share them all, because that's another way we'll connect, because we'll be able to see what each other's goals are. And also, obviously when we have goals written down, then it'll makes it easier for us to try to accomplish them and stay focused on those goals. And then after I see what all of your goals are, then we'll talk about what needs to happen, what actions need to be taken in order to achieve them. Does that make sense? So that'll just be the first step, is to write down the goals and what you're going to see happen in your life from reaching them. And then the next step will be talking about the actions that will need to be taken in order to achieve them. Okay, so this is the story, and this is how I'm going to end the call. So once there was a man who was lost while driving through the country. As he tried to read a map while driving, he accidentally drove off the road into a deep, muddy ditch. Though not injured, his car was stuck. So the man walked to a nearby farm. There he saw an old farmer and asked for help. The farmer replied, Warwick can get you out of that ditch," pointing to an old mule standing in a field. The man looked at the old run-down mule and then looked at the farmer, who just stood there repeating, "Yep, old Warwick can do the job." The man figured he had nothing to lose. The two men and Warwick made their way back to the ditch. The farmer hitched the mule to the car. With a snap of the reins, he shouted, "Pull, Fred! Pull, Jack! Pull, Ted! Pull, Warwick!" And the mule pulled the car from the ditch with very little effort. The man was amazed. He thanked the farmer, patted the mule, and asked, "Why did you call out all those other names before you called Warwick?" The farmer grinned and said, "Old Warwick is just about blind. As long as he believes he is part of a team, he doesn't mind pulling."
WW, whatever.
I don't know whose voice
that
that is.
is.
I think that was Gail. Okay. So that's why we need to be grateful for teams, because together we can do so much more than we can do if we're by ourselves. All right, guys. If anybody doesn't have anything else that you want to add or say, then I'm just going to end the call. And I'm so glad that you all were here for it. So let's have a fabulous and awesome and freaking amazing month of July. All right? All right, let's go. Let's go rock your businesses. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Bon.